Matteson and Kenneth, you have studied theology in Newbold many years ago. What would you answer to Anonymous that asked, would it make sense to start studying theology in this time?
Sure, because we don't, the world can continue for some time after this. This corona crisis is not the end of the world. When I became an Adventist 35 years ago, I thought that the world would stop any time almost. But as I've seen development in the world, I'm not so eager to think that it will end tomorrow. We must do like Martin Luther. He said, even if Jesus was coming tomorrow, I would still plant the apple tree today. So we must, we should really, we should encourage young people to study theology. But what we should, in my opinion, is to make a self-supporting college in Europe for all the European young persons who are interested, so that they can study theology according to the Bible and spirit of prophecy and according to the highest standard. Today, if you go to certain Adventist colleges, you will be trained to be skeptical to the Advent message. So therefore, we have to reform the school, the educational program. Yeah. So I will encourage young people to study theology, but it's very important to choose the right place to study theology, and sit by the feet of very God-fearing professors. Because some professors today around the world, they have an agenda, and that is to lead us away from that wonderful path of the Advent message.
And if you're willing to learn German, you can come to Bogenhofen. From my point of view, it's a safe place here to study theology.
I have always said that Bogenhofen is the most conservative college in Europe. And if I had kids, if I had to send them to a college, it would be Bogenhofen, probably in Europe.
I just agree that we do not know when Jesus will come back. We can see things are sharpening up, and we can see we're coming closer and closer, but we don't know, to be honest. And we can, of course, something like the coronavirus really makes people think a lot. But I think, Ellen White, she says that there will be students on the school when Jesus comes back. So I think that, and she didn't say anything about that. She didn't say this is wrong. So she encouraged, even though they believed also in her time that Jesus was coming very quickly. And even, for example, in the years when they were beginning to discuss about this with the Sunday law in America, still at that time, Ellen White, she encouraged people to go to college to study theology.
I actually can add to this, because I am in the situation right now. And 4 years ago, when I started to study theology, people were saying, Jan, why do you study theology now? Jesus is coming soon, and you want to spend 4 years at the seminary? I didn't listen to this, and I soon realized that here on campus, I can do mission work wherever I am, and I can always do it. For example, there are high school students here on that same campus, and they have questions. So there are different ways to do ministry and mission work. And I can say definitely it's worth it to spend the time and the money to get a good theological training.